Tatum against Levine. Goes up at the stripe. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Oladipo against George. Lillard outside. 5 on the clock. Back to Bagley. Oladipo for 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
A floater, and Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player. Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
Here's Tatum. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat, Greg. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Wizards trail by 3. Outside, George, and the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Bagley against Adams. Outside, George. Clock at 6. From the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. And it's all knotted up.
Well, an accurate three-point shooter, Paul George can get it going from distance.
Lillard looking around. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Second shot opportunity. The shot comes out. Davis with some nice D.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
George against Oladipo. Shot from 16. George with the bucket. George has got 5 now.
Paul George in the mid-range area, just dominating that possession.
And for the Nuggets, they're shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Left side, Bagley. Here's Davis. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Towns, the bounce pass. Iguodala outside. Outside, George. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And Davis sends it back. Now Lillard, right side Davis. The rebound by Paul George. Here's Towns. That's good from 17 feet away.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
High post, Davis. Towns on him. That's a 2 from Lillard. Here's Bagley. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Interesting how the year progressed for one Marvin Bagley, the former 2nd overall pick in the 2018 draft. Got some increased playing time, his role shifted a little bit, and his confidence was on the rise. Played much better in the second half of the season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Smart comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Russell in for Tatum. Washington calls timeout. What improvements, Brent, do you like to see out of players going from season 1 to their 2nd season in the league?
Biggest thing, Kevin, turnovers. Player comes into the league, has an opportunity to play wants to rush things, plays too fast, doesn't have an ability to slow down and make reads. From season 1 to season 2, and given the role and responsibility for that player, when you watch a guy whose ability to take away the mistakes, the simple mistakes he made last year, that's growth.
Because it's connected to so many other areas of his game.
Right, and he's not trying to do things that he wasn't capable of doing when he came into the league last year. He's understanding more of where it is that he's best suited in possessions and for that offense.
Good explanation. No good from Booker.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
Smart finds Cousins. And here's George for 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Bagley. Lillard with it. The tray. Goes back up. Here's Davis. And the rejection by Cousins.
So important for Cousins to continue to develop that defensive awareness. I like to see him showing off some of that shot blocking ability.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Towns kicks to Russell. A 3-ball. Denver grabs the miss. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Loud pass to Bagley. The shot misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Here's Cousins. Bagley with the block.
Bagley timing that one well and intimidating.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jordan, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Miles Turner comes in for Anthony Davis. And Anunoby subbed in for Levine.
Well, I love to watch Lillard play. He's from the Bay Area. That's where I'm from. Did you know that, Kevin? I mean, I'm a Bay Area product. We could talk more about that later. But he's fearless, heartless, and he usually saves his best for last. It's Lillard time in the fourth quarter.
But they get it back. Offensive rebound. Towns. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And it's Lillard missing.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And George gets it to go. George has got 15 points.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Booker the pass to Lillard. The Nuggets with another miss.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Booker against Smart. Booker left side. Here's Anunoby. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Nice D from Cousins.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Snatched up. Here's Towns, and it's sent back by Turner. That's a 2 from Lillard. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. He has 7.
The ability to stop there and pull up from any distance. That's why Lillard's defenders have sleepless nights.
And that one's good. Russell.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Booker against Cousins. Booker the pass to Jordan. And yes, it's good.
Not allowing the defense to cover him or alter his shot there was DeAndre Jordan getting to the rim.
George with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Over to the left wing. That one wide left.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. George looking over the floor. Pass to Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And that does it for the first quarter. At one time a poor free throw shooter, DeAndre Jordan has really improved.
I've never tried it. I've never secretly.
You know, he's made some progress with his method, though.
Yeah, him, Drummond, Capella, a lot of the guys who were getting the hack-a-shack treatment have made great strides.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Anunoby, Damian Lillard out there with Devin Booker. Then there's DeAndre Jordan, and it's Turner in at the 4 slot.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Lillard misses. Wizards leading by 3. But Brent, you look at the size and athleticism of DeMarcus Cousins, and you can forget just how skilled he is.
Well, the interesting part about Cousins, and as his career goes on, especially coming off the injury, Kevin, what does he rely on? Well, when he came into the league, as you said, he had that skill set. He's going to rely more and more on that ability to shoot the ball and to still make plays so that he's still an impact player in the NBA.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for the Wizards. And Denver also making a switch. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Lillard.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Nuggets shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Well, Devin Booker, another one of those guys who grew up around the game with his dad, Melvin Booker, playing both in the NBA and getting some overseas experience. And you can kind of see it in the maturity of Devin Booker's offensive game.
Tatum on the wing. Turner covering, and it's sent back by Turner. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Oladipo, the pass to Turner. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. It's stolen by Oladipo. A floater, and it's sent back by Bledsoe.
6'1" guard, Bledsoe up there with the block. Wow.
Here's Tatum. Got a hand on it. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Bledsoe against Oladipo. Low block shot. No good from Jordan. Wizards have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Cousins inside. He's against Turner. Cousins, no good. The Nuggets trail. Here's Anunoby. 5 points in the game. Here's Jordan. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Wizards. It's off to Boston for them after this game as they take on the Celtics. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. The teardrop falls in. Anunoby's got 7 points.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Back to Bledsoe. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Russell from long range. A putback. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Anunoby. Guarded by Tatum. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
To end the cold streak. And it's sent back by Turner. Here's Anunoby. Guarded by Tatum. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Washington has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. No good from Bledsoe.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Wizards trail by 3. Here's Tatum. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
That's some big boy stuff from DJ. He likes the chance to finish through contact.
Washington calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Adams comes in for Marjanovic, and it's Iguodala in for D'Angelo Russell. Oladipo, the pass to Tucker. Oladipo taking his time here. Outside, Levine. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. It's good. Davis has got the lead back up to 5 now for the Nuggets.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Bledsoe finds Tatum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You often hear about players talk about their favorite spot to fire from on the floor. How much of an effect does that really have, the favorite shooting spot?
Most of the time, Kevin, what you're talking about is star guys, because they're the ones who ultimately, in any given possession, the coach is trying to find that guy in that spot to do something. What happens throughout the course of a year is when that player has the ball there, everybody else knows what to do.
Right.
Like the player knows what he's going to do, right, Kevin? Because he's the star player. But everybody around gets comfortable with the options and where it is that he goes. If he goes right, if I slide right, I'm going to get the 3. If he goes left, he's spinning back. I might move towards the top of the key. So the familiarity of not just the player, but the players around the player, that's where you can make it happen.
That's interesting. And Washington making a change here. Towns is checked in, and it's blocked.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
And it's Davis finishing it off.
That's a perfect lob leading to a spectacular dunk from Davis there. Threw it up on time, on target.
Iguodala dishes to Bledsoe. Beyond the arc. Wizards keeping it alive in a fresh 14-second shot clock. Adams' shot is off. The Nuggets now in offense. They're on a 20-4 run. Outside, Levine. There's the lob to Oladipo.
And I think his coach excited about how much he's regarded as a defender first, but his offense has been at least as strong thus far in his career.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Davis. Levine with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw good, Levine.
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now, he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
Smart's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Davis against Smart. Tatum passes to Towns. Over Oladipo. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Towns.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either. And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Here's Tatum, accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
And with that length, Tatum able to rise above defenders to knock down his jumper.
Levine kicks it to Tucker. Outside, Bagley. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
The Nuggets have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And the Wizards making a change here. George is checked in. Damian Lillard's checked in for Denver. And here's Smart. He had 16 points in the win against New York.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
Going to have to do more to shut down Bagley.
Smart against Levine. Smart passes to George. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Iguodala wide open. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Nuggets leading by 12. And Levine, here we go. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against one mate. Iguodala left side. Outside for George. Passes it to Smart. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Here's Towns. Good, and Smart gets the assist. 8 points for Karl Anthony Towns. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Adams, and it's Adams on the follow. Adams has got 6.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Lillard misses. Wizards trail by 8. On the wing, it's Iguodala, guarded by Tucker. Iguodala kicks to George. Outside, Smart launches it, and it's Denver with the rebound. Bagley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Lillard. On the wing, Levine. They could use a bucket. The three-pointer is right on target. 8 points for him.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pop. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson, after 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 11. And big fella, let's... And that'll about do it as we get ready for the...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
They've got Paul George. Downs is out there with Jason Tatum. And there's Iguodala. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. That's the room for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. George with the bucket.
He does a lot of work on the perimeter, but don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
Oladipo outside. There's the pass to Lillard. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 3 assists now in this one. Lillard against Iguodala. Outside for George. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Adams. Bagley with the block. They retain possession. Here's Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Zach LaVine. He's coming off an excellent season. Put up about 23 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And he's good on the second. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Baseline jumper, count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Tatum.
And he's got such a smooth release on that jump shot. You can feel that it's just coming naturally to him.
And again, Denver no good.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
To the middle, here's Davis. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Towns with the defensive effort.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Here's Tatum. Tries again. Goes up again. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Adams.
Steven Adams, a workhorse down low like that. Once he's got position, he'll want the ball.
Lillard from deep three-point land. They get it again. Bagley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Nuggets have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Outside, George. Bagley with the block. Levine looking around. Pass to Lillard. He kicks to Oladipo from deep. Excellent D there from George. Wizards trail by 9. Iguodala outside, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Boston, where they'll take on the Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Oklahoma City Thunder. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Wizards. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Devin Booker comes in for Victor Oladipo. Nobody near Lillard, and the three ball is good. Lillard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Nuggets.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Fires from 14, and another miss by Washington.
He wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, Lillard is fearless, able to take that hit and calmly knock one down and one.
Washington making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Paul George. The Nuggets also changing it up. Turner's checked in for Anthony Davis, and OG Anunoby subbed in for Levine. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Here's Jordan. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And Denver decides to take their first time out here. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Number 1, Miles Turner.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Jordan. That one good for 2. Jordan's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
I love the confidence from Jordan. All of his shots are going to come from the paint, so he should be confident when he's got the ball there.
Russell dishes to Adams. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Pass to Booker. Got a piece of it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
Here's a look at the stats for Devin Booker. Great showing for him last season. 7th in scoring, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed. Tatum passes to Bledsoe. Russell high post. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And another thing you like about Russell, just good size at that lead guard position, and makes him a handful to defend inside.
Wizards making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Smart's checked in for Russell. Passes to Jordan. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 8th rebound here tonight. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
The way that Cousins keeps that one in control, an amazing job how he fights through the contact, something he is very used to.
Lillard against Bledsoe. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 10 points in just the second half. Wizards trail by 11. Bledsoe looking it over. Over Booker. No good from Bledsoe.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
The Wizards have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. 2 seasons at Indiana for OG Anunoby, and the 23rd pick of the 2017 draft. Great talk about his game.
You know, NBA ready physically from day one. You know, still working for consistency with his shooting, especially at the free throw line. but I like his potential as a two-way player.
And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Anunoby's got 11.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
With the floater, the offensive rebound. Here's Marjanovic. Good D by Booker. The Nuggets leading by 13. Here's Anunoby. 11 points in the game. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Tatum. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Denver shooting 40% from the field. Booker with it. Out-guarded by Smart. Well, the Wizards shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Up top, Bledsoe. Defended by Booker. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Washington making some changes. Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for Marjanovic. And it's George in for Smart. Just 5 on the clock. Now the pass to Cousins. Shoots over Lillard. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Cousins.
He ends up having the ball, Cousins does, late in the shot clock quite often, so no stranger to making plays while it's winding down.
Lillard with it. He's got 17. The second chance effort. And the rejection by Cousins. Towns against Turner. And here's Booker from the arc. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Booker's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets. George against Booker. Elbow shot is on the way. And that one's good. George has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, which ways tonight has Paul George not made an impact in this game? A one-man wrecking crew.
Now Lillard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Washington. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Denver. Wizards trail by 12. Iguodala outside. To the paint. Here's Cousins. Here's Towns. The putback. It's good on the putback. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 17 rebounds.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Lillard. And the rejection by Cousins. To the inside. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Karl-Anthony Towns.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Iguodala against Booker. Floats one up, and the rejection by Iguodala.
Iguodala demonstrating his defensive prowess yet again. Superb reach on that block.
Good on the bucket. Iguodala's got his first basket of the night. The Nuggets leading by 6. Booker outside. Pass to Jordan. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound, Washington.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
George finds Cousins. Over Lillard. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the rejection by Towns. And stolen by Lillard. Here's Tucker. And is out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Big group substitution here for Denver. Bagley, he's checked in for Jordan. Davis comes in for Turner. Bean's checked in for Devin Booker. And it's Oladipo in for Damian Lillard. And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. 54 seconds left to play in the third. George against Oladipo. Now here's Iguodala. Tight defense on him. Cousins inside. Defended by Bagley. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Oladipo. He has 6. Pass to Davis. And Tucker has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Bagley. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Iguodala's running. The feed now to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Anthony Davis, Booker out there with Oladipo. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Bagley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. On the wing, Booker, defended by George. No good from Booker.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Iguodala finds Adams. Outside, George. Adams, the pass to Iguodala. And here is Tatum. A three-pointer off the mark.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Davis, the pass to Oladipo. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 9 points for Victor Oladipo.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And again, Washington no good.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Bean passes to Davis. The 10-footer. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Well, Davis attacking right now inside. Big man, playing big, and giving this offense maybe a little bit more of an edge on the inside.
And that one's good, George.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Iguodala against LaVine. And here's Booker from the arc. Here's Oladipo. That shot off. Excellent D there from George. Looking to get back on track here. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the Denver Nuggets get called for the foul.
You got to avoid fouling Tatum in those situations. He's very clever at getting the defense to kind of bite when he attacks.
So Oladipo will bring it up for the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Booker. There's the triple. Another shot. And it's Davis missing.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard said.
Outside for George. Shot clock at 5. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. George has got 28.
That's a reliable offensive option right there. Shooting with consistency as Paul George can get you from a number of spots.
Iguodala against Levine. Booker. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Adams taking his time here. Iguodala the pass to Adams. It's stolen by Davis. Booker finds Oladipo. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Back to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the left wing. And here's Booker from the arc. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Wizards trail by 6. And here's George. Outside, Towns. Down low. And there's Paul George on the assist by Towns. And that's now 30 points for George. Denver's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Bagley against Adams. The pass to Booker. Oladipo outside. Pass to Bagley. Over Tatum. Here's Davis. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Now here's Iguodala. Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense. And it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Lillard's checked in.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
With some arc, and it's Iguodala missing. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
Here's Iguodala, and Davis sends it back. Lillard against Adams. Adams, some nice D. Wizards trail by 9. On the wing, George. Lillard against Iguodala. Outside, Tatum. Pass to George. From deep 3-point range, and that one is off. Nice D from Levine. The Nuggets leading by 9. No good on the triple.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
Davis against Towns. And Davis can't get it to go. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Feeds to George. That one doesn't go. And it's Denver the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. And stolen by Tatum. And George, here we go. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Washington calls timeout.
Well, we keep talking a lot about Anthony Davis and the fact that when he was a young player, he played the point guard position, and then all of a sudden grew like 60 inches to play center position. You see that skill set show up now and again, but really what you're seeing now about AD is his maturity in the game, finding spots on the floor where he can absolutely be dominant and control any kind of offensive possession from wherever he is on the floor.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Scott Brooks' huddle. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
And at Kentucky, Davis mostly an interior player, but he maintained, Brent, all along, he was capable of more than he showed in college.
There's no question about his skill set, and in the NBA, the opportunity, along with the transition of the NBA game, and especially the center position, he seems to be coming along at the appropriate time to show all of his wares off, Kevin.
Levine against Iguodala. And Levine, here we go. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Washington. 11-point game. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Lillard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Kept alive. Here's Davis, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Towns.
Well, you can see that AD was trying to bait the defense into jumping first. He wisely gets the contact and marches himself straight to the foul line.
Wizards trail by 10 outside Tatum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And that one falls for Tatum. How often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never, the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying,
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean,
Yeah.
you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle, you're going to react to it like, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does it.
that sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I tried to avoid that, Kevin.
Did you?
Oh yeah. I don't think it's healthy for you and your reputation.
Lillard. Rebound, Washington. Outside, Tatum. Passes it to Iguodala. Outside, George. The pass to Towns. Clock at 6. Fires it up. They get the rebound.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Tatum against Lillard. From deep. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Iguodala against Lillard. Iguodala kicks to Tatum. Wizards passing it around. And Adams with the slam.
Well, that frame and strength, I think sometimes Kevin will scare guys off. He gets right to the rim.
Here's Lillard. 1:37 left in the fourth. Again the miss by Lillard.
and there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Levine up top. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Out left to the wing. Towns down low. Davis is there. Outside Tatum. Lays it up off the glass.
And how about the determination on Tatum's face on that one there? The D had no chance. This kid is just too polished when he gets it down low.
Davis looking for an opening. Back to Lillard for three. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Here's Tatum. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
And an intentional foul right there. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 7. Now here's Morant, covered by Van Vliet. Morant with it. So the Nuggets win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, isn't it? All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg...